Hey there! At the time I'm recording this, Hollow Knight Silksong will be out in less than 24 hours, so hopefully this is out before then. I originally planned to get this out before Chapter 3 and 4 of Deltarune came out, but here we are. Today I'll be answering the question, what would it sound like if Undertale and Hollow Knight's soundtracks swapped? Or at least their title themes, so I'll be putting Hollow Knight in place of Once Upon a Time, and Once Upon a Time in place of Hollow Knight. I ran out of time to do any more than that. And no, this won't be as simple as just swapping their sound fonts, this will be more than that to make it sound like each song fits in the other game. Let me show you what I mean. First, we'll put Once Upon a Time in Hollow Knight. Of course we'll be swapping their instruments, but we'll also be swapping their time signatures and their structures. So for Undertale's theme, it will now be in 3/4 at 55 beats per minute, but played on a piano. And it will use Hollow Knight's bass line, but fit to Once Upon a Time's melody. But to make it more like Hollow Knight, I add this part from it right at the end. Next comes the main part on the viola. Once again, this is reworked to be in 3/4, which that part was honestly the hardest part of doing this whole song. And also my viola sample didn't go quite high enough to play some notes, so I had to record those an octave down, and then pitch them up as their own samples. But for the ending, we are able to pretty conveniently take Once Upon a Time's end melody and blend it with Hollow Knight's to make this. Next, we add this tremolo part, and this sustained flute. And this is what Once Upon a Time would sound like as Hollow Knight's main theme. Now we'll put Hollow Knight into Undertale. After getting all the sound fonts accurate enough, we play the main melody, but now in 4/4 at 131 beats per minute on this pluck. And all we need to do for the bass is use this synth and follow a similar shape Once Upon a Time uses, but to fit with this melody. After this plays through, it ends with this measure-long pause, just like Once Upon a Time. And then next comes the fun part. First, for the melody, we lead into it with the same chromatic part that Once Upon a Time uses, and play the melody, but on this new synth. Next, we turn Hollow Knight's bass line into this. And then this triangle wave bass was as simple as making it play the first note of each measure from the other bass line. Next, we just need to add the same white noise that was used as drums from Once Upon a Time. For the ending, it was once again as easy as turning the piano line from Hollow Knight into this. And then using this triangle wave to play the tremolo part from Hollow Knight, followed by the end melody while the song fades out. And this is what Hollow Knight would sound like as Undertale's main theme. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, I'm sorry that I didn't do more than just these two songs, but if you want to see me do more of these, and you like the concept, make sure you like the video and leave a comment telling me that you want me to do it again. And make sure to subscribe so that you see that video when it comes out. If you're getting Silksong, I hope you enjoy it, and thanks again for watching. Take care.